This disturbing case turning more bizarre as new information emerges. An alleged stabbing followed by a kidnapping preceded the abandonment. The woman allegedly responsible appearing in court, her motive still in question. Andiana Velez collapsed when she heard her bond had been increased from $250,000 to $500,000.
These are very serious allegations. They are egregious in nature.
The 24-year-old Hamden woman is facing charges of reckless endangerment, risk of injury to a minor, and assault. She has 5 other pending matters to her name and has prior convictions for assault and reckless endangerment.
The state is also just requesting for the protective order for the minor and a no contact 100-yard stay away for the victim.
According to her arrest warrant, Velez admitted to police she left an 8-month-old baby girl in the dumpster at 573 Dixwell Avenue in New Haven Monday afternoon. The child was found alive with burns on her hands. She was taken to Yale New Haven Children's Hospital to be treated. She is in stable condition.
There's other things, like, it's not the 90s, but there wasn't that many avenues. In many ways they could go.
In an interview with police, Velez, the child's babysitter, said she confronted the mother over the burns on the child's hands. Velez alleges that the mother referred to the burns as an accident and said the mother begged her not to say anything or she would blame her for the incident. Later, the three drove to the Best Gas station on El Agrasa Boulevard. The mother alleges Velez confronted her in the backseat of the car, stabbing her with a butcher knife in the face and neck. She was able to knock the knife from Velez's hands and call the police. Velez drove off in the car with the baby inside.
It's then alleged that she took the victim's baby and abandoned the baby in a dumpster while knowing that this baby did have injuries.
Police say surveillance video at the gas station showed the car rocking back and forth but couldn't see through the tints in the windows. The mother had small puncture wounds but denied medical treatment. Velez's defense attorney referred to her unstable mental health as a possible factor for the incident.
She's been currently seeking therapy. She had been working prior to the COVID shutdown.
Velez alleges that she was the one that was attacked in the car. Her attorney not giving any further comment about the investigation. Now, DCF is still investigating how the child obtained the burns on her hands. Velez's charges could increase pending the result of that investigation. In New Haven, Dave Puglisi, Fox 61 News.